Anyways, we start with talking about Blue Jackets and Red Wings. It happened a bit ago. Uh, which Blue Jackets want to shoot out? I always write down predictions because of my memory issues, but as you can see here, my dumb butt forgot to put down win or loss. So 2-1 win Detroit, 2-1 loss. 2 Detroit should say 2-1 win against Detroit. Who knows? At least I got my FCC prediction right. So, wow, my webcam did not like when I did that watch. Anyways, let's talk about it. Blue Jackets tightly defeat Red Wings in shootout. Fantilli scores with 17 seconds left. When we pull up that tweet, I follow this Twitter account called Hockey Images that precede unfortunate events. Still raising money for excuse me, Red Cross. Since 2 of our biggest tornado outbreaks happened this month. One on the 3rd, way before our support, and then 27th through 29th in April of 2011. I always do a Red Cross stream. Yeah, I know you guys probably want to see it, so give me 1 second. Yeah, I love this unfortunate hockey account. Hockey was just received unfortunate events. It is such a funny Twitter account. And yes, the American flag right here will set for the rest of the year. I put up for Olympics. I probably should have been up here for a whole year since it's America 250. Anyways, your goal scorers was Heinen. Excuse me. Larkin, the most overrated captain in the National Hockey League. Justin Falk, come on, NHL. I don't know who's over headshots for NHL, but they're apparently too lazy to do them after someone gets traded. Because Justin Falk is still in a Blues jersey. Connor Garland is still in his Vancouver Canucks jersey. Like, I don't know who does for NHL headshots, but come on, they can't be that lazy. Like, come on. Zach Krasinski, Falk again. And then we hear Fantilli with 17 seconds left. And the only goal in the shootout was Krasinski. No, wait. Why is it only say Krasinski when Kent Johnson scored? Unless for only, well, I guess because it's a winner, it's the only one that counts as a goal. See, hockey shootouts are weird like that. I'm guessing because it was that's, why am I repeating myself? Anyways, my brain doesn't work most days, and I guess today is one of those days. So, sorry, I first tried to convince me to do driving razor fursuit. My main concern is Poker Happy Gilmore. The club went further the ball. It's probably how I get banned from that driving range. No, I guess impersonating because I'm an idiot who decided to keep his handballs on. And then, well, you know, if you see the movie. But, I was your usual of looking for quotes because we're already 5 minutes in. And I'm gonna try to. I don't care. What? Someone who went to Michigan grew up a Red Wings fan? Most of the moment you played the game for Sarah Sinski, who grew up in Red Wings saying suburban Detroit. What? Someone who lives in near Detroit wants to go to Michigan and root for Red Wings? I know I'm being sarcastic, but and I might have to trim my beard up a little. I don't know what Ty would charge for that. One of my friends who's actually a barber. Oh, my mom does a good job, but I don't get serious often, so I think maybe like down to here. I don't know. I definitely need a beard trim now. Look at myself. Okay, but anyways, ADHD. The shootout was tied 2-2 after 4 rounds, but Jet Graves stopped James Zach, former Blue Jacket, ironically, before Zach Rosinski beat John Gibbs with a wrist shot for his first career shootout goal. I mean, what a heck of a time to get it. Although I don't even know if the Blue Jackets can make the playoffs with tomorrow being the last game of possibly last game of the season. They haven't been eliminated yet. I like how this water background make it look like you drink coffee when I'm probably gonna swag some drink up my polar pop. Excuse me. So we got it into overtime. Then Jet was huge overtime shootout. Adam Fantilli said, "I know there's a." Say like his full name, but I wanted to add that Fantilli part, which, if I remember correctly, his little bro plays for Michigan. See if I can find that GIF for my friends. You know what? I'll do it after the podcast, but mainly yapping because hopefully I get at least some people to watch it for a sad break because you know, I'm trying to make a living off of this. I think I'm more gonna make a living off of photography. I have that camera. I need to get like, I don't know, maybe. Anyways, next up would be go away, Alexa. That's some of you. Anyways, next up will be probably the wildest game of this recap stretch. Utah Oilers. Or I guess you could say Memphis Oilers. Which Oilers lost in overtime because, you know, apparently we need teams to lose for them to clinch. This is exactly what happened. But we'll talk about that Saturday part soon. I don't know who we're reading today, but. Patricia, Lazar, McDavid, Nuge, or right Nugent Hopkins, so professional. Sandsmart, Cooley, Coldson, Schmaltz, Jack, Kerfert, and Keller were your goals. Keller was for overtime winner, unfortunately. We think I break about 10 minutes, so hopefully. Anyways, it's just a frustrating game as a Oilers fan. So it felt kind of good to be back with guys and kind of back in the locker room. Obviously, contribute. Doc said, every day we need to find a way to give 2 points. We kind of know where I have song for Utah. I don't care about Utah player quotes. So it's got a yap for the commercial break. What a break for ads. Of course, McDavid's beautiful goal went for naught. Wow. Um, because yeah, no, we didn't win the game. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, just a very frustrating game. Really don't know much I can say. Make sure about it. So now we can move on to Oilers Sharks, which was fun. If you're an Oilers fan, if you're not, it was not fun. McDavid has hat trick, 5 points on Oilers win against Sharks. So yeah, Sabrini opened for scoring on a power play. Almost 2 minutes later, McDavid on a power play scored. Colton on a power play. Jack Robinson on a power play. Sherwood, McDavid, and then McDavid for the hat trick. Normally, I know. Okay, I can hear people now. But I want to call for Oilers power play merchants, but I think those power play goals are important, especially one not by McDavid, to prove that if Leon's out for a good chunk of playoffs, which I'm praying he's not, if a power play can do well, which I think the rest forget rules of in the playoffs. It's silly. Various length play versus making the game unwatchable. And you saw last year's Stanley Cup final, it was at an unwatchable point. Hello, Connor. That's good food. You need some more water? Do I need to get you some water during this upcoming ad break? He looks good on water, but I will probably during the ad break take a real quick break to check his water. That looks good from here. Check it. Anyways, yeah, like I said, people would call. I'm surprised people here haven't called for Oilers power play merchants, but like I said, the biggest concern about the power play was, excuse me, if it could go well without Leon, and it has so far. I mean, I don't think. I think as long as you get shots, it means you're trying. And excuse me. It just shows that you are trying. Wow. Um. So yeah, so some quotes before we take an ad break. I'm gonna still talk for it, but I want like for live viewers to see NASCAR highlights, so we'll wait for NASCAR highlights. Excuse me. It was exerted effort by everyone. Obviously, McDavid was our best player and showed up for score sheet all around. All around, excuse me. Coach Kishopok said. No story tonight was a power play, generating 3 goals. Yeah, like I said recently, if a power play has struggled without Leon, excuse me. So, Jari was put in a third for precautionary reasons, but you know. Oh, okay. This I usually don't take other players' quotes, but Josh, if you're watching, you get ready to each our words. This is not me saying it. This is a probably the next face of the NHL after McDavid retires. He's the best player. Well, maybe him or Bedard, but anyways, I'm gonna have myself. He's the best player of the league, and he's also fastest. So, excuse me, if we don't slow him down, excuse me, I'll get in his way. He's gonna get by you. And St. Bruni said, "You seen his whole career. I mean, I watched it. I love watching Green was a fan, but it's refreshing to play against it. And he is referring to Connor McDavid, and I'm pretty sure every NHL players have said that he's the best player of the game because I will have to look up past NHL player polls. So, we play hockey your whole life, like Sabrini has. Well, I don't think he can. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe do Canadian babies come out with skates instead of or with like skates with skate guards on instead of barefoot in Canada, or if we're C-section where skate guards matter. But seriously, I swear some Canadians like McDavid, Celebrini, Crosby, McKinnon, who were born with little skates on their feet. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to stall until we get to the ad break, which I'm gonna get through the ad break. Because it is too beautiful outside to be wasting time on a podcast. If I have it set up, I would do outside, but I don't, so this will have to do for now. But anyways, Rostovic push for lead to 3-1 power play goal, 3:33 of a second period. David's pass with his own goal line to the Sharks blue line. So Rostovic on a breakaway. Excuse me. Yep. And then when Sherwood made it 3-2, I was like, oh my goodness, no, please, no, no, no. Of course, for changing on to station, which is why I just want to agreement, which is why I want to be running photography. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but yeah, that's like our ad break. So, yeah, get in the puck. Bouchard said. We see him playing the way he was tonight. He won't get a puck, makes things happen. But not many people can. I know Bouchard and McDavid are teammates, but when you got Sabrini saying he's the best player, you really can't argue with players. It'd be like trying to argue unless I can't say Messi fans, but you can't deny Messi right now is one of the best players in MLS, and it'd be like arguing with MLSPA poll. What did we call takers? I don't know. Yeah, poll takers. That he's not. Once you've grown up playing it, you play it professionally. Your opinion's way more of a, or matter more of my opinion, or like you're an analyst. you know. But I think we're already on the ad break, so I'm gonna have to throw the BRB screen up because I don't know if you're allowed to take medicine on stream. I gotta take my allergy meds because pollen is high. I'm gonna do that real quick. And we'll be back to talk um Oilers and Kings, which I think I that's of order, but I'm pretty sure Oilers and Kings is next. Anyways, and I really need to start rug screen. I really need to start putting up or putting dates back on the excuse me, the prediction, so I know when's when because you know I'm a sleep bunny. But anyways, that's right. It was for FCC match event for Oilers game. Cause I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. Okay, we've already 22 minutes into stream. But anyways, we're talking about the match by going through the timeline. But I'm gonna wait a few minutes, so I'm gonna be stalling for the people who just catch the VOD. I'll be seeing announcement from the VOD for the live people. First of all, if you're watching VOD, you can still donate on the VOD because this QR code right here, and you'll be possibly first to donate. I mean, obviously, you know by now. But yeah, I need to be careful with it. But anyways, yeah, and I'll save this for the VOD. Saturdays I still enjoy streaming with Sims, but I've been doing a lot more stuff on the weekend, so Saturdays are probably like here in various streams. I mean, everyone already, but I would like to make it officially official. That even English. Anyways, our break ends in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back from the ads. Alright, let's just go through the timeline, which I got my score prediction correct. 110 kickoff. Can't believe it's wild that it took 39 minutes for our first yellow card. That's apparently stepping on someone's foot away from a play. It's not really yellow anymore. So I don't even know how to explain that. But you know, second yellow came to Jonathan. I don't get to pronounce that last name. And then it was halftime at 2 bagels, yummy bagels. Our first sub game was 60 for a minute. And unfortunately, Matt probably has another injury. So I just love a photo for man, I just love the photo of a sub for Kyle Smith. I mean, look at that. Just look at it. But yeah. Then Dinky got a yellow. Got a BS second yellow. The only look we had was from like Telly Holly, do your blimp, so I can't vouch for it. So then some more subs. Unfortunately, Drato's goal was an own goal. Then 91st, sorry, 91st minute. King G made it 1-1, and that was your final. Yeah, one possession game, but you know, also poised to win on excuse me, the score sheet. And before we move on to the this game, which we're not gonna talk about much because it was just a frustrating game. Let's take a look at the table. It could be a lot worse. We could be Philadelphia. It's tied for last. I like how Revolution, the only team that had played this match week. But yeah, no. I think for Oilers game on Saturday, which is a tiny bit more frustrating than the Mammoth game, because we would have won with clinch playoff berth earlier, but there was an unfortunate turnover and Panarin scored. That's really all there is to say about that. We're gonna take potty break, so we're gonna run another ad break. I know we just took one, but it's better than just dead air time. So might have to be dead air time because I don't know if I can run ad breaks that close together. Yeah, I cannot. So, anyways, should be good. Anyways, like I said, Panarin only goal scored by either team. Whoops, I've got some more guys taken. And yeah. Look at some quotes from some Oilers players, but it was just a very frustrating game. Got some coach quotes. I thought very first great head coach Chris Tomplock said, "We worked hard. There are a lot of good things, right? But we did make some mistakes, and Graham played really well. I thought we had enough scoring against this shirt. So to get more of one goal tonight, and we're going to play well, miss some really good opportunities." Yeah, it was just. Excuse me. It's all about the next game. We'll go home to pair. We got to let's find a way to put both of us in the bank. I don't hear Rick said. Yeah, it was just not a good game from the Oilers. What's front game? That is pathetic. I know it's his last home game of his career, well, possibly, but just because it's his last home game doesn't mean he deserves a first star. It should have been Kopitar, Panarin, Forsberg, not Panarin, Forsberg, Kopitar. Come on, that's sad. That's really a participation trophy. I'm sorry, but yeah, we already talked about that. All right, let's actually move on to the motorsports part of a podcast. Watch a little of NASCAR highlights. We're not gonna watch the full thing, but we're gonna watch some. Once it loads, that is.
Yeah, and you see
So
your leader right there, Ryan Blaney, shows the out.
All right. Welcome to Action Motorsports Power podcast. I've been making future predictions. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Outside lane, preferred lane on the restarts. Here we go.
And you see why he chose it.
Berlin restarts in one lap one. Very about Harvick.
On the very first lap, it's going to get him at least a second.
So
that was a great move by Chastain.
excuse me, enjoy this race. Yeah, watch Harvick because it went bowling. With with Special Olympics teammates. Fortunately, lanes broke before we had done. By the time I went to play pool, I was like, oh, there's only 10 minutes left of the event.
Okay, this is where you see him now.
So
you looking at Bell right there, get in line there, and he followed suit. Kevin, walk me through the process of going up there. What, just like we saw with Larson, that was pretty high. That track is ground up there, but you have to kind of work into it and get that rubber built up.
This is a log jam right here. Now Nemechek side by side with Larson. And
that little beat in Bagan.
Larson liked the fact that Nemechek was intentionally trying to do that, but he's got to do everything he can to try to stay on a lead lap, and banging doors again right there.
He's going to race him as hard as possible. You go a lap down here, it's hard to get it back.
Brad Keselowski was running 22nd when he spun in turn 2 from contact.
Well, I see the Goodyear lettering off that left rear a little bit, and let's watch why. Back here in the back, check this out. Looks like Stenhouse on the inside of him got up and got in his left rear and spun him right around.
I never saw I put traction compound down. Why not just let the tires naturally put rubber on the track?
Brad Keselowski just happened to be in the wrong spot.
So
as we come down to the last couple laps of the stage, and Kyle Busch trying to hang on to the tail end of the lead lap.
It'd be really funny if Larson lapped Busch here. It was Kyle versus Kyle, but not for the lead, but for the anti-lap, not to be lapped. So
well, this tricky pit road has nabbed 3 drivers for speeding penalties on this stop, and one of them is the second place car, Christopher Bell, along with John Hunter Nemechek. Bell in section 7, Nemechek section 10, and Michael McDowell in section 11. Zane Smith called for equipment interference on his stop.
God, that's a beautiful pace car.
Penalty of the season and his first ever here. As they approach the Echo Park Automotive restart zone, and
I think I prefer the Geico restart zone because they didn't take over name rights over Tribe should have been. Like it'd be like Bristol becoming Food City Motor Speedway. So it's silly.
Well, we haven't mentioned Denny Hamlin's
Or
name
Bass
many
Pro
times today, but
Shops,
there he is,
even
showing
Motor
us at the front of that
Speedway.
restart right there. Chase
It's
Briscoe
just
able to get around him, and Josh Berry now on equal
insane.
tires with everybody. So that strategy really paid off for that 21 car.
And go back to Denny Hamlin.
I know sponsors may work over now, but you just don't change classic names.
Boys have been putting a show on
Like if it started out name, that's fine. Like Nationwide did or TKL.
between turns 1 and 2.
He's been in the wall. Look at the right sides of those tires. Is it toe links broke or
All right, caution's out. We'll get caught up. Caution's out.
And this is just how this goes. When you have that mistake, get to the back of the pack.
So
unravels fast?
Unravels really quickly.
probably got up into some marbles up there and then
Oh, he just got loose right there.
couldn't save it.
Car come around, got in the wall, and
Third caution flag of the day flies for Christopher Bell's spin down in turns 1 and 2 after contact with the wall. Oh, turn 4. 4 of them pile up.
Yeah,
Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, I heard Mike Troy say that, and yeah, just all of a sudden it was like, okay.
Scoots away. Van Gisbergen will be the first car that ended up involved. He's way on the left corner of the screen.
and watch him. Starts
If this is why your food at Love's cost so much, we gotta keep that NASCAR sponsorship.
checking up to try to avoid him and got collected. Alex Bowman nowhere to go, right in his lap. Just came right out from underneath of him, didn't he, Kev?
And we saw the same thing out of Christopher Bell's car.
So
And, you know, when we heard
I wonder if there's some kind of wind issue. It's just like the cars were like, nah, fam.
Talking about the cars being light on their feet, and now that traction compound is starting to wear out. You see that with Shane's car, just backslides right out from underneath him. Very similar, just a different spot.
It's almost like a tire doesn't wear, it doesn't produce traction.
Track narrows up quickly when one car gets completely sideways, doesn't it?
I mean, the tire's recording, but they need to find a way. They need to find a balance between extreme wear and extreme non-wear, because
Lost 4 laps making repairs.
Whoa! Did you see Kyle Larson get loose right there, Mike?
With Ryan Blaney.
oh,
That's for the lead. Daniel Suarez just ahead.
I heard you say, did you see Kyle Larson get loose? And I heard him say,
So-
Ryan Blaney right on him.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And there's just so many of these cars that are.
Needing an adjustment out of the 5 is where I'm getting at,
Yeah.
Kevin.
And we saw Ryan Blaney drive right.
anyways,
into
that was some highlights I had to
Larson is fighting right now, which is
maybe
what
go
we
to
saw in
Twitter
practice.
to find it.
His car is loose and up on top of the racetrack, and
Kyle Busch fading. Busch is now the last car on the lead lap in the number 8.
So, Kyle Busch being washed is hilarious.
His teammates side by side, and the leader right behind them.
there you go. You see it again right there. Just it doesn't take much. We've seen how light on.
All right, so here's what I'm talking about.
and
That
Busch
is
on
just
the
a
right,
racing
and you see
incident.
Eric Jones get on the brake and.
Oh, Eric Jones, he just
Michael McDowell.
his car didn't want to stop without going straight.
Let's watch
So,
on board Eric Jones.
so I can find what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and he had to get on the brake really quick. And a lot of times in these cars, when you get on the brake like that, see the frustration right there from Eric Jones. Yeah, that 12 car, he's put up a couple fast laps, and now
There he goes.
he's back, and he ran a 15.93 the last lap.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, give it a second to load.
Oh, goodness.
Roles reversed here, boys.
Yeah.
That was just Kyle Busch being an asshole.
Was 185 laps in the making. Gibbs outside of Blaney, and they're even on the restart.
I didn't realize because bowling ended right before overtime.
Gotta pay attention to that 5
I
car.
wanted
Do
to play
not let him
pool,
to your
but
right rear.
I didn't have enough time by the time I decided. And plus, I didn't know
Great
how
job
many
by Ty Gibbs so
pool
far.
balls
Just don't
available.
need to slip up right here. Coming to the
So
white flag.
we were playing. I don't want to be rude, but
Gibbs with the launch off the corner.
it was overall a decent race. Not like one straight home out, but pretty good for NASCAR standards.
Side by side.
Got it.
Ty Gibbs is a NASCAR Cup
great-
Series winner.
What a
Heck
great,
yeah.
fantastic finish.
That was a beautiful finish. I only heard about it. I didn't get to see it, but you know. Big stretch. Anyways, we're gonna go on to our future predictions portion, where I try to predict. A scary future. Starting actually with tonight. I just realized I'm being funny. My next podcast is gonna be at 420. Whoa, man! The next podcast is on 420. That's gonna be lit. It was I unfortunately I don't think Oilers win tonight. I think the Avalanche unfortunately win. I think it's Tuesday, which could be the Blue Jackets' last game of the season. I think they win. Versus the Capitals, or Capitals as I like to call them. Don't know if my mom started that, and I don't want to steal credit from my mom because that's silly. But I'm gonna go to NHL.com just real quick, just see tonight's clutching scenarios. um. Imagine. Well, the Flyers will clinch a playoff berth, which will put the Jackets out of playoffs. Metro free and lock in first round playoff seasons. The Penguins disgusting. I don't. I'm gonna probably need a bucket to watch that series. If any fever Hurricanes in any fashion. Yeah. So the Flyers win tonight. It is over for Blue Jackets. And I believe the Oilers also play Tuesday night. Well, playoffs are Saturday. I can't really make playoff predictions because I don't know if any of the series are locked in yet. But all right, we play Vancouver. I think we can beat Vancouver. Now that takes us to FC Cincinnati. I think they bounce back and beat Fire 1-0. I think they win. game one of whoever I play, and I'll move that to next week's podcast if I don't play till like next Monday because the playoffs start Saturday. So, and that'll take us to Sunday. So Royal Super Saturday Sunday, but that'll take us to Sunday. With it being a street circuit, I think Will Power gets his first Andretti win. Andretti's really good on street circuits, like really good. So, Will Power is my race win. Apollo socket. And Cookwood is gonna be third. That was fun. So yeah. And that will do it for today. Excuse me, so excuse me, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. God bless. Excuse me, I still believe that Jesus is Lord. And I will see you tomorrow for some farming sim. We are ending the YouTube video now.